confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
All right, guys, we are back.
Welcome
back. Welcome back.
Ladies and gentlemen, he, she's, it's, whatever you want to call yourselves. We're back.
Big day today. Apparently, Boris Johnson shut down all of England indefinitely earlier. A little interesting.
Well, there's also another Brexit. Was it another vote?
Brexit. I'm pretty sure they voted and they're done now. They actually pulled off the Brexit.
Yeah, and now it's everybody stay the fuck inside.
Yep, they thought they were going to be free, but turned out basically exactly the opposite. What else is going on? They got the big Trump rally tonight at 7 p.m.
Twitter should be on fire.
Oh yeah, Twitter's already on fire. Did you see yesterday? Apparently they leaked a recorded conversation with Rathlisberger in Georgia and Trump. They leaked like 4 minutes of it, making Trump sound like he was begging for him to find the votes.
It's payback. It's payback for that fucking CNN drop.
Yeah, and then somebody else released the full hour conversation, and they totally took Trump out of context, but they're already calling for him to be impeached again.
They neutered Orange Hitler. He's this big, bad, terrible man, but yet he's being wiretapped by fucking amateurs.
That's the world we live in, man.
They destroyed their own fucking angle. That's definitely.
For sure they did. For sure. What else happened? There was a little press conference earlier where the what's Gabriel Sterling in Georgia, their Secretary of State or Assistant Secretary of State or whatever, and he basically said that it's all disinformation, that there was no cheating in Georgia, that the ballots under the table were put there at 10 p.m. and then taken back out, and he basically had a excuse for everything that happened in Georgia. It's basically like, don't believe your lying eyes. Crazy. I think the sign language people are making.
I mean, it's not that hard
the most money out of all this.
It's not that hard though to pull that off. It's a Bible Belt area. You tell these motherfuckers to have some faith.
Yeah,
let's put it up into God. If if we cheated in this election, God would smite us down right now.
Right. Let me be hit by lightning.
Yeah, couple of seconds of nervousness. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, it's wild.
What do you think? I think we're going to see a Proud Boys sighting tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I think the Proud Boys are already there, but they said that they're not going to be wearing their normal yellow and black stuff.
They're going to try to blend in because the idea strikes after dark.
I think the idea put up some messages saying that they were also going to be there and they were also not going to be wearing their normal.
They're all dying. Okay, man, invest in hair dye right now. They're
right?
all dyeing their shit black to blend in.
Right,
They're
black hair and buying "Make America Great Again" hats. It's still going to be Antifa fighting the Proud Boys. It's just going to be opposite colors. And it don't matter anymore. It's not like the cops actually care if you're a Proud Boy or Antifa, and pushing them both around just as equally lately.
I don't think they ever fucking cared.
Yeah, no.
Police are a gang. They're their own gang.
It's things are getting more people are opening their eyes now. They're seeing that it's fucking bullshit. That you can't back the blue all the time. And you can't be against the blue all the time, Those are the same people that as soon as they get confronted, they run to the police.
Yeah.
And claim defund the police. Oh yeah. On that note, Project Veritas dropped a new video today. I saw it was apparently they say they have people embedded in the Raphael Warnock, the dude who's running for the senator in tomorrow's election. They say that they've had people in his campaign for months, and they started dropping videos today.
Oh, sweet. A little bit late though.
Yeah, a little late considering there's already 2 million votes in already.
Just like the Hunter laptop. It's a little bit late.
Yeah,
Just enough to get people's fucking just the tip wet, but no real fucking action or any substance.
exactly. Well, they say there's supposedly still three investigations, like open investigations into the laptop. So they said that there's open investigations into Hunter and the Uncle Jim now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen either. They've had these fucking laptops for 2 years now. You know what I mean? If shit was gonna happen, shit would have happened. That's the way I see it.
The FBI is not about shit.
Yeah, they're definitely
Certainly
not about
investigating. Like the eye, just remove the eye. It's just another federal bureau.
Yeah. A whole lot of nothing going on. What do you think about the lockdown though in England? I don't know if it's based on that new
But they've
strain.
been locked down, man. They've been locked down. That fucking wrestler, fucking Pac couldn't fucking get out of the country for a year. So they opened up for a week, or opened up to partial, a portion of the world, and then just shut right the fuck back down.
Yeah, they open up just a little bit, just enough for people to
I
get
mean-
on a plane one time.
I mean, I'll say the same thing that I would tell one of them trying to comment, stay on your side of the fucking ocean. But because, they should be used to it. They're used to motherfuckers telling them what to do. They've been living under monarchy for, since existence.
Yeah.
So this
Not
ain't nothing.
exactly
This
free.
ain't nothing new for them.
It's wild though that it's indefinite. That's what it's hard to stomach that people would just be like, "Oh, you mean forever? Okay."
I mean, when you live on an island, you're sort of partially always on lockdown.
Man, how do you think the rest of the world is just watching us, waiting to see what happens? What do you think they're all thinking? Are we still the last bastion, or are we like the laughing stock now?
We've been a laughing stock for a while. They hate us because we're free.
Yeah, we think we're free anyway.
Did you see Chinese billionaire Jack Ma missing?
Yeah,
after
I did
criticizing
see that.
the Chinese government.
I did see that, and he's like top 5, the world's richest.
The Alibaba fucking founder.
Yeah, that's huge. I don't know why more people aren't talking about it.
It'd be like Bezos going missing or fucking Zuckerberg going missing.
Fucking Tesla.
Yeah, taking fucking yeah.
Like
Musk
Elon
just
going
disappearing.
missing. Yeah.
Oh
After
shit! I'm sure
criticizing
they're out to get him too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't travel overseas too often. He's just waiting to travel to Mars.
Space. Yeah.
And the
no,
UK,
that's
UK.
crazy.
I was just gonna say that the UK put the halt on Assange's extradition yesterday.
No, yeah, I saw that.
That's pretty
He's,
huge.
He's not going anywhere. He's staying right where the fuck they can keep him, under the thumb.
For sure. He's definitely gonna fucking die if he doesn't get pardoned before Trump leaves. He's gonna die in prison.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
And that's horrible. I still think Snowden was a CIA agent, and he exposed the NSA for the CIA, so he could rot. That's just my personal feeling on that, though. So the rally tonight's going to be pretty big. Everybody's already there. The right side, Right, RSNB is already there live.
So, watch it pop off.
Should definitely be interesting. They got the Jumbotron out again. Trump spent the big money.
We'll see. We'll see if it's not a farewell fucking party, his last rally.
Well, I mean, they got Wednesday planned. It's tonight and Wednesday he'll be speaking. Tonight he's supposed to just be rallying for Loeffler and Perdue for those 2 Senate seats. The election is tomorrow, so
do you think they come out red or blue?
I think they split the 2 seats, to tell you the truth. I think they go 1-1. Senate stays red.
Hollywood's been pumping a lot of money into those fucking races. I don't know, man.
Well, yeah, there's a ton of money being spent down there.
You fucking they busted out Rosie O'Donnell's old ass.
Yeah, I saw that. Biden's supposed to be speaking today.
I'm sure.
If he
Private
ever-
feed.
Yeah, he'd probably break his ankle getting out of the car, going up the stage ramp. Oh, yeah, he's supposed to be speaking. I know Ossoff already spoke. Did you hear the tape yet? The Trump tape?
No, I didn't even bother listening to it.
He's basically saying, well, what he basically said in the tape was that, listen, there's 100,000 votes that people voted illegally after, the consent decree or whatever, where they said that they could change the laws without going through the legislature. So those votes are inherently illegal to begin with. So Trump was saying there's 100,000 votes that are illegal. We only are looking for 12,000. That's what he said. He wasn't begging to find 12,000 votes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the conversation was a settlement meeting. So it's a case that's in the court, and Trump's lawyers were talking to the Georgia lawyers trying to come up with a settlement.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure recording that meeting is illegal to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah, you would think so.
Especially the president of the United States, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if Georgia is a one-party consent state, but you'd think that it'd be national security implications, It's hard to tell, though.
Well, they weren't lying when they said this was the most transparent. now we're getting the transparency after the election.
Yeah, you can't see the ballots, but here's the president's phone call. Yeah, it was just a shit show earlier when I was listening to the Georgia press conference. It was a straight shit show. Are you gonna watch the rally tonight?
I don't know. I might take a peek at some feeds on YouTube. I'm gonna throw a couple slabs of ribs on the grill.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So I might just, worry about me and mine and make the best out of a shitty situation regarding this lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah, I've really haven't been leaving the house for much of anything unless I have to,
Well, since they shut my third job down, then yeah, I've been fucking pretty much just chilling. Just trying to get this shit going here. Something to do. Work out a little bit.
Yeah, I was watching your Twitch earlier, playing some zombies.
Trying to get ranked, son.
Seems like you got it pretty locked down, man.
I'm a day one. Running in circles is what I do.
If anybody out there's looking for some content to watch, like we said yesterday, Red Twitch, he streams on Twitch, Zombies Daily. It's interesting.
Most of the videos, I don't say too much because there ain't nobody fucking watching. But if you pop in there, I'll entertain you on the reels.
On the reels. So, did you hear any? Did you hear anything about the Lizard Squad today?
I have not.
Do you remember the Lizard Squad?
I do not.
So you remember? I believe it was in 2014 when the hackers took down the PlayStation Network.
Now I remember the Lizard Squad. Yes.
Okay, well, that same hacker group apparently are the ones who took down the internet in North Korea, like the entire internet in North Korea.
So we're talking about like 3 homes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're party leaders and that's it. And then they did something with they tweeted American Airlines saying that they have information that there's a bomb on a plane. So they basically, they were doing a lot of shit a couple years ago. And then last night, I'm going to have to show you this because shit gets super interesting last night with the usual suspects. Mr. Lynn Wood was tweeting again last night, like super late too, like 2:00 in the morning my time, which is interesting for being a lawyer,
He just got served.
Yeah.
It was fucking emotional come down tweets.
Here all right. This is about where we ended yesterday. Let me pull this up so you guys can see this. Full screen that ass. All right. So Tom Cotton said that he came out and said that he's not going to object to the votes on the 6th. So Lynn Wood obviously called him a traitor. That was to start. There's a picture of Mike Pence, friends with the CCP. And then, do you remember this at the funeral of Bush Sr., where they had video of certain people getting extra envelopes inside their schedules? Mr. Lynn Wood is saying that he knows what was in those. He says, "Tell the American public what was on the note your wife received."
That's juicy.
Yeah, right. That's super interesting. I really want to know what's on those notes. It was probably a message from George Sr. saying, "I'm sorry, they know." Hopefully, anyway. He already sent out a new tweet saying that this might have been misinformation. He's checking it out now. Supposedly, this chick is the sister of the Assistant Secretary of State in Georgia, but that's yet to be determined. All right, this is where it starts to get interesting. This here's a story. If you want to check out this little story, haleycummings.me.wordpress.com. I read it earlier. It's interesting for sure. A guy was getting prosecuted by the government, and then in 2017 he sent them more information, and then they vacated his charges and his gag orders and everything. Who knows if it's real, whatever. Jovan Pulitzer, this is the guy that was at the Georgia hearings and said that he had a hacker that in real time right now hacked into the Georgia election. And then he said that his team is getting harassed and they're shooting out their windows and stuff.
That would be a great play for fucking Trump right now. But I mean, just hack it themselves and be like, look what we just did.
Yeah, it's a huge the way I see it is that's exactly what's happening. They just can't tell them. You know what I mean? Because it's illegal. So who knows? Unless it was a government agency that was auditing the vote that way, it kind of can never become public. You know what I mean?
So much for Red Castle and fucking skiffs.
Yeah, Red Castle, Green Castle. The skiffs are interesting because they said that 7 people had a meeting immediately after Trump was elected in a skiff, and some people did not have security clearance. I think that's all coming up in the Durham, though. Durham's coming soon. He probably within the next fucking week, I'd say.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I've been kind of saying that for a year now, though. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not giving up hope that it's coming.
Oh, it's all going bye-bye like Benghazi. Benghazi bye-bye.
All right, so this is when it gets interesting. He says, I have shared with several individuals the truth I will be speaking to you. Killing me will not prevent the truth from being revealed. It will only trigger its release by many others. I believe Chief Justice John Roberts and a multitude of powerful individuals worldwide are being blackmailed in a horrendous scheme involving rape and murder of children captured on video. I have the key to the files containing the video. I have also shared this information
to the Federal Bureau of Not Investigating.
Yeah, he says later on that he hasn't given it to law enforcement, and that if he's compelled to give it to law enforcement, he will only give it to President Trump himself. Says this blackmail scheme is conducted by members of 10 of the world's most well-known and elite intelligence agencies. One of those groups was hacked by a known group as Lizard Squad. The blackmail files of rape and murder were obtained by this group, and copy was provided to Isaac Kappy. The blackmail targets are approached with a gun, a child, and a camera. The target is ordered to rape the child on video. The target is then ordered to shoot the child on video. The target is then owned and controlled by the blackmailers until blackmail evidence loses its value. After Kappy received the hack files from member of Lizard Squad, he gave files to one friend and the encryption key to another friend. He provided this information to his friend shortly before he was murdered on May 13th, 2019. Members of the Lizard Squad were jailed for hacking. So Isaac Kappy, the official story is he jumped off a bridge on May 13th. Like legit happened. He's dead. And for what do you say, babe? About a month before he died, he was releasing really cryptic videos all over the place. Jeffrey Epstein used this same blackmail scheme of child rape and child murder to either further his own interests or those of any intelligence agency with whom he worked. All who flew on his private jet or visited his island must be immediately interrogated and brought to justice. I decided to post this truth on Twitter and Parler as wall exists around Donald Trump that may have prevented me from getting this evidence to him. Kappy tried to deliver info to president, but was then murdered. I do not know who Kappy gave it to for delivery to the president. I have concerns that information from Kappy was not delivered to real Donald Trump, and his effort to get it to the president may have caused his death. I am aware that my life is now at great risk, but I put my faith in God.
Well, they got fucking McAfee. They'll get you too.
Did they get McAfee? I thought he was still MIA.
He's in the fucking Mexican jail.
Yeah, that's right. He said, now you have greater context for the messages I tweeted below in January when he said Isaac Kappy died after he forced himself off a bridge in Arizona. His last post on Instagram was, beware the man that has nothing to lose, for he has nothing to protect. This tweet was an insurance policy. The evil forces behind this blackmail scheme of child rape and murder need to know that others have encryption key. I have procedure in place if I die in near term or any member of my family is harmed or threatened. If I had a key to a treasure trove, yeah, so January 1st, he sent out this message. I would never make an accusation without having reliable source for it. Stakes are too high, so I did due diligence to validate the accuracy of the shocking information I am revealing tonight. I am entirely comfortable that you are learning the truth, a truth that explains much. The 10 intelligence agencies who have members employing this blackmail scheme include the Chinese Communist Party, CIA, Mossad, FBI, MI6. The others are easily identifiable. The agencies do not know which of them was hacked by Lizard Squad. I have no idea extent of blackmail scheme, but given the number of agencies involved, the hundreds of thousands of missing children, and the otherwise inexplicable actions of many powerful officials, celebrities, and business leaders, I fear the worst. The number of missing children worldwide, here's a link to globalmissingkids.org that tells you in real time the number of missing children that are reported.
Man, we're over here fucking with fucking Sarah McLachlan singing about fucking mutts.
Yeah.
Inbred fucking mutts.
That song, though, it's all about the song. If it wasn't Arms of an Angel, she probably wouldn't have never raised a dime. So he says, so I have now conveyed the truth as I know it. There has been a rising chorus of people questioning my sanity in recent days. Now you can understand why. I have no idea what will be done to me or said about me in coming days, but I will rest well tonight for having spoken the truth. Many issues in our world may be tied to blackmail scheme I just described tonight, including bizarre behavior of officials and judges in recent elections. Donald Trump must appoint a special counsel to thoroughly investigate. We need answers. We must investigate for the children.
What happened to save the children?
It turned into
various lives matter. Trumped the children.
Those organizations that are
they're all just scams in the first place.
Well, no shit, but what happened to? I'm talking about like people on Twitter, just everyday people on Facebook, Twitter, trying to spreading the fucking news, not letting it die, and then all of a sudden everybody got divided into a million different fucking directions again. But for a few fucking weeks, Save Our Children was everywhere.
Yeah, it was because the Orange Man was the one leading the charge for the child trafficking for the last fucking 5 years, especially, So you can't give him any wins, dude. It doesn't matter, even if it is a solid dub. Linwood says, look, this is 13 hours ago. So it's 4 p.m. now here this time. So 3 in the morning, he said, if asked to turn over the encryption key and other information I have to law enforcement, I will only agree to provide it directly to real Donald Trump, General Flynn, or Sidney Powell. I trust them. Again,
I wouldn't give shit to Sidney Powell or Rudy. Find somebody better. Find fucking fuck Sidney Powell. Find Colin Powell.
Colin Powell's a Bush guy, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's just where we are, man. There's no card to play, man. They have checkmate right now.
I'd say
them lying about pulling troops out of Afghanistan tells me checkmate.
Yeah, and then laughing about it.
Yep, and then
straight laughing about it.
That's right. Checkmate on Liberty.
This was when he woke up. He said that what I was saying about that chick's sister, the one with the picture with the Chinese dude, the lady, that it might be misinformation. He'll get back to you. I haven't heard this one yet. This is, I don't know if I could play this online. Probably get a copyright, but that's him being asked if Epstein is alive. That's probably going to be a super interesting conversation. Says, I am receiving information today raising questions about credibility of Timothy Holmseth. I do not know Holmseth. I received the link to the article from a trusted friend and I posted it.
That's the guy who's been missing. That
See, but if Epstein really was at the top of anything.
Oh yeah, that's the guy that wrote that story about Timothy Holmseth was the one that wrote the story saying that he was a journalist and then he uncovered some stuff. Yeah, child trafficking ring. And then the government attacked him.
And he's been missing for 6 months.
And he's been missing for like 6 months. But
Go ahead.
There's, other people are saying that this guy is a fake.
To me, if Epstein was really that powerful,
that's how they discredit him. They call him fake.
He never would have got busted out. As soon as Alex Jones and anybody started talking about Pedo Island, there would have been deaths like the Clintons. There's no fucking string of deaths and murders associated with Jeffrey Epstein. Like I said, I think yesterday, he's not El Chapo. He was just a fucking stooge, a low level crony put in place to he's a fall guy. That's all he fucking was, and he served his purpose.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Epstein being alive because he's a risk. Why, why would you keep him alive just for him to fucking get caught again, slip up again, or anything? Why would you? I don't see the logic in it. And I don't see any sort of evidence showing that he's anything more than what he appears to be.
Well, I've heard lots of reports about like the extent of the cameras he had everywhere on his properties.
Yeah, but I don't yeah, sure. But I don't think that was him. He was facilitating this shit. He was put there to operate that shit like Treasure Island. He was just planted there. You're going to do this and you'll benefit from it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he didn't invent this. This wasn't his
He wasn't the first one.
No, yeah, he definitely wasn't the first one. And he's not the only one that owns islands out there.
An island that got caught with the Boy Scouts. Was taking the Boy Scouts out there.
Taking Boy Scouts to an island in the 80s?
Private island, and rich businessmen were coming out there and fucking the Boy Scouts, and they got caught because they were violently raping the boys, and the boys were going back home, with sodomy injuries.
That's rough. I think I don't know. I hope that he's alive. That's what I hope. Because he definitely has the goods on everybody that was at his island, and he provided the entertainment for the island. You know what I mean?
I'm busy. He definitely had something. But
do you know that Ghislaine Maxwell had a submarine? And she had, obviously they had planes, but she also had a helicopter's license and a submarine license for some reason.
That's how they traffic people.
I believe it.
That'd be easy to go from island to island out there that way. And Jeffrey Epstein was known to have, his special interests were like saving the ocean special interests.
Preservation.
Yeah, ocean preservation and stuff like that. From what I understand, all the background that I've looked into Jeffrey Epstein, he made his money from controlling other rich people's money, but he basically came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. As they often do.
Yeah, exactly. He was probably just an asset of one of those 3-letter agencies. That's what I think. I think when I think about people saying that Epstein's alive, I think to myself, fuck, God willing, he is alive, because a lot of, you know what I mean, all the connections that only he could make, you know what I mean? They could find all his books, they could find all his log books, but they don't know the story.
If they were going to find anything, if anything was going to come out of that, it was there's no arrests, nothing. It died with Epstein.
Well, no, they, like I said, they arrested two other people that were connected to Epstein.
Yeah, they were probably passing.
I'll be keeping my eye on Jazane and how much time she ends up fucking getting having to serve, where they put her.
She's already trying to get out of jail. They're saying like $29 million bail or something like that they tried to get for her.
And she'll pay it.
I think they declined it. I don't think they're letting her out.
Yeah, because pilot's license, submarines fucking license.
Yeah, exactly. If anybody's a flight risk. This bitch will build herself wings. Everything I've read about her, though, is that yeah, she's definitely a flight risk. That they've been constantly moving her around, and that like the suicide watch makes sure that she's breathing every like 30 minutes or something like that. So they're saying that like her lawyers are claiming that she's being tortured because she's being kept awake forever.
Well, I'm sure it's nothing compared to what she's inflicted on some fucking people.
Yeah. If I had a prediction, I'd say she's going to fall down a flight of stairs soon.
I don't know. I do not know. I think she's going to serve her time and disappear to a Swiss bank.
Yeah. To a Cayman Island somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It feels like something's coming. That's all I can say. This week is going to be a big week as far as either big news or big letdowns. Either way.
Oh, it won't be it won't be a letdown. Not so much for me. It'll be exactly as I fucking see it, and I'm not too concerned. I mean, this is the way things have been fucking going. I've been seeing it fucking happening. There's no big shock or big surprise here on my fucking end. Just gonna roll with the fucking punches until they come trying to kick my door down.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Definitely laying low. I've been laying low for a while now. I'm hoping some shit's gonna pop off though. I want to see fireworks.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't want to just see fizzle.
Fuck fireworks. People need to just really wake the fuck up and figure some shit out together. Fuck Mitch McConnell. Fuck Pelosi.
It's crazy how much power Mitch McConnell ended up. You know, the Speaker of the Senate Majority Leader definitely wields a lot of power. You know what I mean? Fuck Pelosi for sure. The Speaker of the House doesn't. You know, they're not responsible for that much. But Mitch McConnell was able to impose his will pretty easily throughout this entire time. That's what's going to be so interesting about the Senate race tomorrow.
Yeah,
you know
I have been a big fan of their logic for not giving the $2,000. That the majority of people that are going to get that money haven't lost any income. What the fuck are you talking about, Mitch?
They don't live on the same planet, man. They don't know what's going on to the regular people. People are losing their entire lives. You know what I mean?
Yep.
People have worked,
Yeah,
put their labor.
that's the
into
big
their
story
entire
right
life.
now. It's not so much the COVID deaths, it's the destruction of livelihoods.
And small businesses for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we saved a bunch of lives, but you're gonna be living in the gutter.
Yeah, you're gonna be living wherever we tell you. Eventually, we got these
Yeah.
buildings over here. It's like De Blasio was saying that he's planning on buying up all the vacated property in New York City, in New York State, because everybody's leaving. He's gonna buy it. The state's gonna buy it. That's what he's saying.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, that's that only bodes well for fucking people and prosperity.
It's a joke, bro. And you know what I mean? For the argument to have been wealth inequality for so long, and now during the pandemic, the wealth inequality has gone through the fucking roof. You know what I mean?
It's an excuse. It's an excuse for them to gentrify, and they're getting away with it. Move the fucking people out. Build some fucking high price fucking high rises.
The people have definitely left New York, all the big cities. Basically, all the major cities,
Yeah.
people are leaving.
There's a mass exodus out of Chicago and Illinois, mass exodus out of LA and California. They did it to themselves.
So much for leaving a place a little bit better than you found it, huh?
Yeah.
The good part is a lot of them are moving to places like Austin, Texas. You know what I mean? Everybody from LA is moving to Austin, but it's like Austin's been written off as far as being solid blue for a while now, so they're not really changing any demographics, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's vacuums though, and if those vacuums get filled in by the state,
Let's take back California. Turn Cali red.
I don't even want Cali. I honestly, I was thinking about that. I don't want Cali. I don't want any part of it. It's sunny, but fuck that. It's already demolished. I say, let them take Cali. Just take it all. Enough of it. You know what I mean? It's not like New York. New York is basically red besides New York City and the major metropolitan areas. You know, Illinois is basically
Same.
red.
Yeah,
besides
same
the
thing.
Chicago major metropolitan area. Cali is it's lost. It's too nice, bro. All the bums in the world. You know what I mean? If I was homeless, I would be on the fucking West Coast right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yep.
I'd
Leather
be in
skin.
Cali. And piece of cake. Jump on a fucking freight train going west, and I'll holler when I get there. It's like Chicago. Chicago, the bums usually, you know, the smarter homeless people end up going to jail for winter and then get out in the spring. You know what I mean? Mug somebody.
But they ain't locking anybody up here anymore either.
Yeah.
You go out there and freeze to death. Kim Fox said no soup for you.
Yeah. No, exactly. Literally, no soup for you. That's wild though, that Lin Wood stuff, huh? He went out on a limb there.
Yeah. Definitely something to keep an eye on. See how much crazier he gets, or see if and when some kiddie porn don't come up on one of his laptops. Something, you know, something. Because that's a pretty juicy fucking thing to have up there for him to pop up dead.
Yep.
But they'll have to put something on him.
Especially with the Epstein
Russian
alive.
agent.
John Roberts' children are he got them through Jeffrey Epstein. Barack Obama's children are not his children. He's been making some out there claims.
Yeah. Well, let's start seeing some dumps.
Yeah,
You're only gonna give this shit to real President Trump. We only got about 2 weeks left, and then what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So what the fuck are you waiting for?
That's-
Drop
that's-
the shit. Like this
Exactly.
is just another fucking piss contest. It's just another act in the fucking circus
out with it.
to keep some people fucking pacified.
And that's why Assange needs to be out on the streets, because yeah, goddamn well all that Biden shit would have been fucking dropped in bulk. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, here it is. Look at it however you want to. It's a shame.
Think there'll ever be another Assange?
No, they're going to do everything they can to make sure there's never another Assange.
I think the trend of whistleblowers is going to go down, but somewhere, someday, somebody's going to do the right thing. I don't think we've seen the last of conscious individuals doing what's right.
Yeah, but they're making it harder and harder.
Oh yeah, there's definitely discouraging. Oh, for sure, but I don't think all's lost.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant to bring up earlier with the Lizard Squad on Twitter. Leftists are making the correlation between the Lizard Squad and the Nashville bombers believing in lizard people.
Nice. So that's how they're discrediting this one.
Yeah, they're saying that the Lizard Squad
He
is
said lizard.
people.
Now, lizards are a tool of white supremacy. It's a symbol used to keep people down. They also eat eggs, and they're also reptilians. Let's just tie them all. Let's just fucking loop them all into one.
Yep, anti-Semitic lizard people. And then people don't realize that the Lizard Squad is well documented. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
There have been members who have went to prison for high-level hacking.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's real. I forgot all about him, but as soon as you mentioned hacker, I was able to fucking remember and associate it. Like, oh yeah, Lizard Squad. I remember that. People, man, which is a great question. Where's the NRA been? Where the fuck has Anonymous or these lizard boys? Where the fuck is the do-gooders, man?
Yeah, the white hat hackers, the people that just do it just to show you that it can be done. Where have they been? They're still out there. You know what I mean? Where's their where the drops at? Exactly what you're saying. Where are the drops at?
One sign that you could look at, man, is to Q being a bunch of fucking bullshit, or at least being a tool used to fucking lead you astray. Because it's, he's got all the fucking attention, and there's maybe a little bit of substance to it. It's like an Alex Jones version, basically. But you don't have anybody else out there contradicting or giving you anything else,
Right.
It's very fucking interesting.
Right.
Where's the competition, Where's
the actual proof that that's not what they said it is? You know what I mean? Where's the counterpoint? Where's the, you know what I mean? Most of the time, if you're innocent, you're going to do everything you can to defend yourself. You don't just disappear and it'll go away. And they're linking so many other things that they're trying to link together.
Well, that seems to be the strategy when dealing with somebody on the street, or the head of the DNC. You can't just talk about one thing. It's got to be 25 different fucking issues. They just got to fucking snowball you.
Right. Move the goalposts from one spot to the next every couple of sentences.
Mm-hmm.
So how funny do you think the Biden presidency is going to be? I mean,
Not
just,
much.
just sheer comedy wise, like every single time he talks is gonna be fucking gold.
Yeah, but I mean,
Can you imagine the auto tune songs that they make? You know what I mean? He already sounds like the scat man. It's not gonna be funny as far as the way policy goes, but
yeah.
the comedy is gonna write itself. Simple.
You just better hope that his teleprompters always function.
Somebody could totally Ron Burgundy his ass. Totally.
Yeah. Somebody, I wish it would happen to hack the teleprompter.
Right? Have Trump literally typing on his fucking cell phone, got Twitter in an open window, typing into the teleprompter. Friends, pressure. I'm still waiting for a lefty to jump on panel and explain to me why I'm so wrong, or explain why they stand where they stand. You know what I mean? That's huge. That's going to be a big day whenever somebody does jump in. So,
a medical journal, the Lancet Medical Journal, is called on Biden to significantly increase funding to the United Nations and the World Health Organization. No, thank you. I don't need any more abbreviations or 3-letter organizations, 2-letter organizations getting a fucking cent.
Especially the World Health Organization, man. They botched the fuck out of this. Georgia Secretary of State admits to knowing Trump phone call would be leaked.
Ooh.
Hey now.
Fear Orange Hitler. Fear this terrifying fucking pussy grabbing maniac.
Watch your wife. Watch your children's. Wild. What about Tom Cotton saying that he's not going to stand up? That's the guy that wrote that New York Times editorial that ended up getting people fired and shit. And he comes out and says that he's not going to stand with the Republicans and challenge the votes. Pretty sure he just signed himself up for a primary a primary challenge. The way I see it, no matter what, even if Trump doesn't pull it out here in the next couple of days, the Republican Party is his. He's directly in the middle of it now. And
that's just a sad fucking state of affairs for the Republican Party, because it was a resounding no for him. He's public enemy number 1 of the new fucking majority.
Of both the majority and the minority.
Yeah.
But he's pulled so much support from the Republican end and from the center now with all the radical shit going on.
They need to find a real fucking candidate, and unfortunately a lot of old white people need to die and get some new ideas and some new blood. But it seems to be a lot of old fuckers are going to hold on to whatever little bit of power they can because they fear change and they can't, they just can't get with the fucking times. But that's what needs to happen. Trump, if Trump is the fucking Republican, it's just a sad state of affairs. And they're still at step 1, basically, waiting to take the first step.
Well, I think the first step is pushing out all the establishment Republicans. It's a populist movement, you know what I mean? It's not a conservative movement.
You just got a lot of old people need to roll out.
Well, this is interesting. The mayor of DC has called in the National Guard ahead of the rallies tomorrow and Wednesday. But she didn't do that when they were literally rioting and burning down
Damn. That's harsh.
That's the way our world's going.
But here's the thing, though. How, you think the National Guard is rolling with Mr. Orange?
The National Guard is just doing whatever they're fucking.
Maybe you think if in orders, well, they'd roll in the real fucking troops. Well,
I mean, there's only one president at a time, and Donald Trump is still the commander in chief. So if they're not rolling with Orange, they deserve to be court-martialed, as far as I'm concerned.
Let's the governor fucking pull in the troops, and then Trump says, "Thank you, Washington D.C. is ours."
Yeah,
on
right?
to Pennsylvania.
This is the people's house now. Yeah, they just the National Guard walks into Congress and just surrounds everybody sitting in the joint session of Congress, starts picking them out one by one.
Mine.
It's going to be interesting. They activated. They said the Pentagon approved it. Yeah, Hey, I'll throw it up for you.
They're afraid. They're afraid of us. Let me go full screen. They're afraid of us for sure. And this, they need to. They need to pump this narrative. They need to pump this fucking Civil War at each other's fucking throats narrative to fully complete, to destroy America, to destroy the brotherhood and the camaraderie that people fucking have.
Yeah,
that's why you didn't see troops in the streets for said riot protests.
Yeah,
because that would have woke some shit up.
That's why Portland was on fire for months straight before fucking anybody admitted that Antifa is not just an idea.
Yeah, it's the timing, man. The timing is always telling. There's always a hand being fucking played, and timing is everything.
Yeah, no, that for sure. And it's definitely planned. It's pre-planned. Like, all right, 3:15 go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're talking about fucking billionaires. You're going to act like a bunch of fucking rich, smart motherfuckers never made a plan?
I don't know. I've heard that Jack Ma, that dude from Alibaba, speak before, and he doesn't really sound like a very smart person.
He just fucking had a good fucking idea. He was he's Asian Bezos.
Yeah, but you know how it is. Anybody that moves up through the Communist Chinese Party.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So he might not be a smart guy. He just might be the right guy. You know what I mean?
And now his time is up.
Yeah. You said too much. Got a little too big for your britches. And he's missing.
Mm-hmm. You say we really fucked up with Huawei or whatever the fuck the phone company is, so we're gonna need Alibaba now.
Yeah, Huawei for sure.
Yeah.
I think that lady is still locked up in Canada, I believe, for Huawei. Do you think that people are doing the research as to which of these politicians have brought in Chinese money in the last 10 years?
Hell no.
It makes you wonder, though, right? Like, why? Do you think that would be step,
Because the Masked Singer comes on at 7.
Oh, man. Are there any more fucking gatekeepers? Are there any more watchmen? You know what I mean? Do they exist anymore?
They've been silenced or pushed to the fucking fringes of the fucking internet.
Yeah, they believe in lizard people. We're just some lost souls out here trying to find
fucking lizards in the pizza parlor.
Right? Comet ping pong and lizards, like what was it? Showbiz Pizza, where it's all just lizards playing instruments, like Chuck E. Cheese. Let's see. Did the rally start yet? Let's check what's going on here. Let me do a little duck going real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I put something up on one of my screens to see if anybody on any news outlets are covering it, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Pretty sure RSBN was on already. Let me see. I'll be able to find it pretty quick. Ooh, in other news, side point, Cody Rhodes just posted a Nightmare Family is coming out today. Nightmare Family Showcase. I guess they're going to be showcasing some of the people they're training.
I'm good. But I was thinking the other day when I was watching that the new guys that they busted out because they had to have the COVID fill-ins, they did find some fucking stars.
Yeah.
Kingston's a fucking star. Fucking Starks is a fucking star.
Yeah,
Who
most
else?
of Kingston and Starks both came from the NWA. I think the guys that they actually brought up through the ranks, like their own.
Yeah, those guys. See, I don't like any of them yet. Captain, he's nothing special. Big Shotty Lee's nothing special.
Yeah, like, I think Anna Jay is the one that.
Yeah, 99. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the one that came up through the Nightmare Factory, like their own trained talent.
She'll be the only one.
And Will Hobbs.
Okay.
Yeah, in case anybody doesn't know, we are AEW fanatics. I didn't like wrestling for probably fucking 15 years. I didn't watch it at all. And then AEW started and I got back into it. So yeah, it looks like
Fuck.
it looks like they started, but nothing going on yet.
Judge rejected defense arguments that Assange should be protected under freedom of press, saying his activities went beyond the mere encouragement of a journalist. Well, sir, judge, madam, whatever the fuck you are, like, you, if he's not a journalist, you're not a fucking judge for the exact same fucking reason. Are you serious?
Did you see that the FBI admitted that they have thousands of Seth Rich documents where they had said that they had 0 on Seth Rich before that?
So they're looking at 175 years in prison for this fucking guy? Wow.
Crazy, isn't it? It's nuts.
What's stopping him from just saying fuck it? Does he have anything? Because what the fuck's stopping him?
He has to. He has his sources. That's what he has, and he's not gonna give them up.
I know that,
he is a real
but I'm
journalist.
saying, does he have some big shit? Does he have something that we don't fucking know, or does he have something that confirms some shit that we all know and can't prove?
I think he has the source itself for the DNC hack he has, and it's not Russia. So
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, but anything bigger than that?
I'm sure. I mean, he has to, right?
He needs to start putting out some fucking tidbits.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know what's stopping him. I don't know. Probably just off principle. Because what he has isn't going to get him out of jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it doesn't look like anything is.
Right. So they're just going to wait till he actually does die and then release it all, I'd
See
imagine.
that, but that's crazy. Why? That's the second he's sentenced and they bring him into the room without an internet connection, that shit better fucking release. The second that gavel fucking drops, Times Square better light up like fucking the movie Hackers and shit. Otherwise, shit's a little bit fucking bleaker than I fucking thought. But at the same time, a bunch of fucking potheads in their basement won the war on drugs, so there's always hope.
Yeah. War on drugs. And they say America's never lost a war.
Well, she's been losing. She's on a losing streak.
Yeah, the war on drugs, the war on crime.
Yep.
War on terror.
terror.
One.
Mhm.
We've been winning that one for the last couple.
The war on fucking white males.
Yeah, the culture war. We're definitely losing that bad boy. I think it's because, the traditionalists, the people that believe in the original writings, they're not involved in culture. You know what I mean? The leftists, the fucking SJWs are in it. They're on Twitter more than anybody else. They're on all these, content creator sites more than anybody else. They're in their circular firing squads more than anybody else is. There isn't much content for, traditionalists.
Unless your traditions are welfare and
Destroying the American dream. Destroying the idea.
well, they got a new idea. Well, they got the old idea.
That's something we touched on yesterday. It's like, what makes these people that have just arrived to the politics scene, what makes them think that their ideas are new whatsoever and they haven't been tried before? It's just erasing the history, just not, you know what I mean? Not doing research, not fully understanding the idea that you're espousing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Marxism has been tried in many different forms, in many different variations.
We have examples of it right now. It's not like it's been gone.
And that's basically what this
not
is
working.
now.
It's not working right now.
Right. And it's basically neo-Marxist now. You know what I mean? It's like moving the goalposts again. It's not traditional Marxist. It's because all the technology and everything now. So now they're like, oh, I don't know. Can't fuck with it. Just gives me a headache thinking about Marxism.
Sounds good. Makes you feel good. But that's all it is. Like heaven.
Yeah, utopia
just a system of control.
What do you think? What do you think are the methods of control? What do you think they are? I thought about this the
Fear.
other day. I was thinking you could basically break it down to 3 different methods. There's fear, there's love, and there's indifference.
But fear is the favorite.
well,
Easiest,
fear's the
simplest,
easiest.
effective. Exactly.
I think there's a theory called mice, I believe, and it's fuck, I'm gonna have to look it up. But I was thinking about it, and those it was 4 different categories, but I think that's even too much. I think you could basically break it down to 3. You know what I mean? Control to me is just the number of people that either follow you or that you have control over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Power, basically. Like, power is just the amount of people that you control. So, love, obviously, like religion. You know what I mean? People follow religion through their love.
Nah, I don't see that at all. I think religion's is fear. They definitely use fear. They don't use love. They tell you Jesus loves you, but they tell you that if you don't do what the fuck we say, you're gonna burn in fucking hell.
Well, that's basically, I mean, the Old Testament is burning hell. The New Testament is love. New Testament is Jesus. Old Testament's, you know.
Still,
God.
but if you don't accept his love, you're gonna burn in fucking hell. That's not love. That's fear. Fear this consequence. Or there's nothing. There's absolute nothingness. You know what I'm saying? You can go to purgatory, whatever the fuck it is. It's fear. It's all fucking fear.
But that's only if you don't accept Jesus as a Christian or whatever. So if you already have, then it's not fear anymore.
Yeah, it's fear of, yeah, but if you sin, you're still, I mean, yeah, I guess the new age shit that you just got to ask for fucking forgiveness, but it's just further signs of what a fucking joke religion is and how they reinvent themselves every generation to fucking, so they don't lose their fucking population. Oh man, we don't agree with this shit anymore. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. God sent us some new shit.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah. Like the Pope saying that LGBTQ is okay now and abortion's okay. And it's like, he's not even Christian or Catholic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I thought the Jesuit Pope was going to be fucking out here cracking some fucking heads.
It's always the Jesuits. The Jesuits are like Marxists now. It's crazy. Socialist. I think on Twitter they actually do call themselves socialist Jesuits. Like the actual ordained ministers always do JS after their Twitter tags, and that literally means Jesuits socialist. But then what else? Like you know, like the blackmail, the control, that's all fear. Money is probably all fear. You know what I mean? And then indifference being people that just don't care and ride the wave and just get caught in it.
Yeah, but you can only get caught in, yeah, I mean, but that's, it's on you, man. Be prepared, be aware, know what the fuck's going on around you. Don't act like, be prepared for the worst, but act like ain't shit fucking going on. Be ready for fucking whatever, but you can't live your life in fear.
That mice theory was, the M was money. The fuck, I don't remember what the I was. The C was compromise, and the
Ask
E
Kurt
was
Angle.
ego. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically to me. Those are the only, you could basically break it down to those 3. People will follow you based on those 3 ideas.
Sex.
That love,
Not so much love. You could,
But I
you
mean,
can get
in
somebody to do what
general-
you want if you're going to show them a titty.
Yeah. For the love of titties.
That's not. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I differentiate the two.
Yeah, now people are just being controlled by the narrative. Narrative zombies, you know what I mean? That's what it seems like now. Even the people that are complaining about this this recording from Trump, they're like
Weaponized feelings.
like everything that they say Project Veritas does, the selective editing and the out of context clips, that's exactly what they released yesterday. Was a selectively edited out of context clip, and they jump on it and they're calling for impeachment with 14 days to go in the
They're
president.
calling for an FBI investigation.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
But he was fucking wiretapped. The president was bugged.
and exactly. So there might be a investigation, but I don't think it's going to be the investigation they're hoping it is. You know what I mean? Who knows though? Because obviously the investigations are definitely, on a hill going one way. I'm pretty sure the Secret Service should be investigating that by now.
They're all nobody.
What's good for the goose isn't what's good for the gander anymore. That shit's gone out the window. You know what I mean? Nobody can pretend that it's not Donald Trump. Like, say that guy is Joe Smith, and does it still make you angry? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There is none of that anymore. Can't separate your feelings from any facts or ideas or anything.
I don't see Donald Trump as having any fucking allies in his own fucking cabinet, his own fucking White House.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's definitely for sure.
So how can he hope to get anything fucking done when he probably doesn't even know who his own fucking enemies are? Or it's everybody. It's literally everybody.
That was one of his biggest downfalls, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, for
sure.
People
that he surrounded himself with, like he put too much into actually winning.
He tried to play their fucking game and thought that they really love me. I trust these guys.
Yep. And the whole time it was
catered to his ego for a little bit, and he soaked that shit right up.
Exactly. But now's the time. Like right now is when everybody is exposing themselves as
Anthony Weiner.
Yeah. I hope I hope that's not done being exposed either. Or is that going to be Benghazi'd?
Benghazi, bye-bye.
So many laptops, so little info. Major downfall is the people he surrounded himself with. Like I was saying, I think he put so much effort into winning that he didn't have it.
What now?
Yeah, exactly. He didn't have the infrastructure behind him for when he was going to take over.
And he was pretty much met with a wall almost immediately.
Yep. But the tides have turned as far as that goes because, like I said, everybody's exposing themselves right now. Like Tom Cotton just said, he's not going to stand up for the president on the 6th when they count the votes. So he is now, on the other side. Mm-hmm. And that's what I think. The way I see it is the Republican Party is going to be completely transformed for the next election. If there even is a next election, but the Republican Party is going to be completely transformed. It is a populist movement now. It's not the corporate Republican establishment anymore.
To ensure that we never have an evil Hitler again, we now announce Emperor Kamala Harris. Yes.
God Emperor.
God Emperor General. And Warden of the United States, Kamala Harris.
The Hill just put out an article yesterday saying, "Is it okay to whisper about Kamala Harris's presidential run now?" The Hill is slightly left leaning, but they call it as close to the middle as anybody else does these days. There's no way Biden makes it out of 4 if he wins. I doubt he makes it out of 2021, honestly.
I don't know. China will do everything they can to keep his ass alive. They don't have a relationship with Miss Kamala just yet.
If Kamala does assume the presidency, does she just appoint whoever she wants as vice president?
I don't know. It might go down the line. It might be a Pelosi.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened when JFK died. I know LBJ took over, but I don't know who became vice president off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to look into that too.
Something to look into and chat about tomorrow.
Yeah, and not tomorrow, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So we're gonna have plenty. I'm gonna watch this rally tonight and see if anything happens. I think there's gonna be some more info flowing today. You know, these next 3 days are gonna be pretty hectic, I'd imagine. Tonight's the Senate rally in Georgia. Tomorrow's the actual Senate, the election in Georgia, and then the 6th is the huge Trump rally. It's starting in the morning on Wednesday. I think 11 o'clock is when Trump speaks, and then they're going to march on the Capitol building. And they have they've banned all weapons from Washington, D.C. tomorrow, or Wednesday, I mean. They're afraid. Leftists are scared.
Yeah.
Democrats are.
There's going to be a big demonization going on starting this afternoon. You're going to demonize anything, demonize patriotism in all its forms.
In every form, for sure. It's going to be wild. I think the 6th, they're shutting down. I mean, they're basically shutting down D.C. because they're expecting 1 million people. They're expecting 1 million, or approximately 1 million people to be there on Wednesday.
There's just a new solid gold sidewalk getting installed after midnight. Washington, D.T., baby.
Washington, DJT. He's going to build his own Trump house.
Twice as big as the White House, made of gold.
Twice as big. Definitely gold doorknobs. The rally on the 6th is going to be at the fucking White House, like on the White House grounds.
You know, this is our house. We're not leaving.
Yeah, what if he just opens it up and then the people take over the entire White House?
Well, that's why we got a top cop vice president coming in.
Exactly.
She's
National
got
Guard
cuffs.
is here, boys.
She's got cuffs.
You know, the same lady that said she listened to Tupac when she was in college, when it was more like I don't even know who was alive, who was rapping in
She
the
was
early 80s.
she was listening to the theme to Bad Boys.
Way
What you
before that.
gonna do?
She was listening to the original rapper. Tupac was not even close to being alive when she was in college.
She likes Bob Marley, but that who shot the sheriff? I don't know. Just can't get with it.
Yeah, she likes Bob Marley, but it's kind of ironic because She comes from a Jamaican family that owned slaves.
Locks people up for smoking weed.
How did people not see that, bro? Or do they really just not care? Do you think the media did a good enough job to not let people know?
They did a fantastic job. Nobody knows who these people are. They just know that she's Indian, black, and a woman. That's it. That's who she is. She's not anything that she's done. She's not her work history or who she is as an actual person. She's just a black Indian woman that's not married, has no kids. You know, that's just half the country can relate to that.
But what about the rich old white guy that they picked to lead? Once again,
try not to die.
Oh man, he can't even fucking get out of the shower and grab his dog's tail.
He's got one of those sit down fucking bathtubs where it's like a stand up shower, but you close the door.
Joe Biden definitely has a sit down shower. They say that when he was vice president, he used to, when his family was out of town, when he was at the house by himself, he used to skinny dip in front of the Secret Service.
Yeah, oh yeah, I saw those.
What a fucking creep. This dude's so creepy, bro. How did more people not see the videos of him sniffing random people for hours?
No, they were just it's video out of context. Just chalk it up to there's no possible way that this could be fucking going on. It can't possibly be that. It's just claims from evil Orange Hitler because he has nothing.
Yeah, the powers that be in the media did a masterful job.
It's Hollywood, man. It's they learned from Disney, who learned from Goebbels. They've been doing this for a long fucking time, and it works.
But it's out there.
Mass media.
The info is out there to be found. It's like that everybody is just completely talked out of finding anything for themselves anymore.
This is the way history. This is the way it's always been, man. It's the way it's always been.
But that's the thing we talked about yesterday, was that everybody has a supercomputer now. Now it's literally just laziness if you don't know. And ignorance is
it's always been laziness. It's just more obvious now. I'm reading a Lenny Bruce book now. I read fucking George Carlin's books, and I really like reading comedians' fucking perspectives of their time, and it's the same, man. It's a bunch of fucking lazy idiots, self-absorbed, not worried about fucking nonsense. They could care less, and it's never been any fucking different. It's not like this is anything fucking new in any way,
Yeah, and it's exemplified just in the child labor that goes into every single cell phone, and people don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, those Jordan drops.
Yeah,
people want reparations for slavery, so they can go buy some fucking Jordans from slaves.
Yeah,
child slaves right now.
By slaves, exactly. But people don't care. It's like they'll throw up a tweet about saving the kids, about fucking how they're oppressed, being a minority in America now, and it's like they're slaves right now.
Yep, first world problems.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like I said, ignorance is a choice now. Like if you don't know,
it's a privilege.
You chose not to know.
It's a privilege.
I mean, I don't know. It's not a privilege to not know in my book anymore. You know what I mean? It used to be, but now it's like everybody has a supercomputer on their hip. You could fucking do anything you had ever dreamed of fucking learning is right on your hip. But instead, I'll get people telling me sending me an article about what somebody says about the white papers, that you could read the white papers yourself. What do you need somebody's fucking take on it?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't understand something, maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand, legal mumbo jumbo. It gets confusing if you can't follow, if you can't, but read the paper and then answer the questions you have after you read the paper.
I like using that very same fucking point to fucking people that are religious. So read the Bible, but not the King James version of the Bible. Why don't you learn some fucking Aramaic and read the Bible? Because the one you're reading now, it was translated from French into English, and then from Latin, and then from another 3 fucking languages.
Exactly.
And every fucking generation, things are fucking lost, things are misinterpreted, things are misconstrued on purpose or otherwise.
It probably went from Aramaic to Greek to Latin to
Sumerian, Sumerian, Aramaic, fucking, and then just kept on going to fucking Latin, to then fucking whatever they were speaking in fucking Roman times.
And even then, you know what I mean? You actually, things still get lost in translation, even going from, I think the oldest sections of the Bible they found were at the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? I think those are still the oldest ones they found. And even then, like when you go straight from Aramaic to English, it doesn't necessarily translate word for word. You know what I mean? It's some things are like Egyptian. You know what I mean? Their ideas in their in their cuneiform,
cultural fucking things, exactly.
Yeah. So that's a lot of the translation stuff. You can get around it if it's just one word. You could kind of infer what that word is with the rest of the reading. But
that's like if you say, but when you're talking about a book of fucking allegory, then you really figure out that you can't really take any of this as so much as the word of God, let alone as you don't know what the fuck this means unless you and a bunch of other Sumerians are sitting around speaking this fucking language. It's really fucking hard to say for certain that you have any sort of fucking, factual fucking shit there. Because even then, you could find those same stories from older religions.
Oh, a lot of them. The flood stories and the
epic, exactly. Then you'll have numbers. The numbers in the stories will fucking correlate, and they'll be fucking teaching you deeper science, deeper learning. Yeah,
like the 9,000 years that Abraham was alive or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. All those numbers mean something. There's fucking algorithms and arithmetic hidden in those stories, and those are the real messages of the fucking Bible.
Oh yeah, there's probably so much stuff that's not even been covered. That's still under wraps. That's in that book. A lot of the stuff got added in when it became the King James version. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think Francis Bacon had a lot to do with
the Rosicrucian.
Yeah, I'm super interested in the Rosicrucian movement.
Have you ever heard that for Sir Francis Bacon was Shakespeare?
Yeah, I did hear that.
That Shakespeare's children were illiterate. That this guy, the fucking father of fucking literacy, and fucking did not teach his kids to read or write.
Wow.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, that's interesting. Francis, I'm super interested in the Rosicrucian movement.
Yeah, so they're saying that the real Shakespeare, the guy, he was just a plant.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting.
Shakespeare's hidden manuscripts are at Oak Island. Have you ever watched that? The Curse of Oak Island?
A little bit. My dog actually caught that on one day. I think I was like watching fucking Pickers or something, and it came on, and she just hopped right in my chair, was just watching these motherfuckers dig. She loved it.
Right. She's like, I need one of those. An excavator. It's super interesting, man. They on the island. I haven't seen all of it, but they found stuff dating back to like the 1600s
Yeah,
on that island.
there's some interesting shit going on there. Don't know if that stuff got fucking dug out of there a long time ago or what the fuck.
Right?
But
What
it's
if those
it's
guys just
interesting.
spent millions of dollars looking for nothing?
Yeah,
You know,
very well could be the case. But I mean, but they're getting recouped now. They're getting recouped a little bit with the TV program.
yeah, and I'm pretty
So-
sure they bought most of the island, so they turned it into like a tourist spot too when they're not filming.
Mhm.
So you could visit and stay in a cabin on Oak Island now, I think.
Just don't touch the shovels.
Yeah.
Break your hands.
Speaking of buried treasures, have you ever heard of the Forest Fen treasure?
No, I have not.
Supposedly there was this dude Forrest Fenn who made a ton of money living his life in his career. He retired and he got into like Native American culture and finding like arrowheads and stuff. And he got diagnosed with cancer, so he put together a treasure chest of things that he had collected over the years, being an adventurer, and hid it somewhere in, I believe it was like the Utah, New Mexico, Colorado, like that Four Corners area where those 4 states come together in the mountains.
Okay.
So he took that treasure chest and hid it up in these mountains, and then wrote like a poem leading to where the spot was for people to find it. And it was hidden for, I think, 15 years, over 15 years, and somebody just found it like maybe a year ago, and it's I think it was estimated at over $2 million. And there are a couple of those. I've heard about a couple of those, like real life hidden treasures. Thank you, baby. Yeah, there was that's pretty cool though. The whole story, you know what I mean? This dude just put together a chest full of stuff that he'd found, and gold coins and arrowheads and earrings and, Native American jewelry and stuff like that, and then just hid it and tried to
now various organizations want to cut him down for destruction of fucking indigenous people's properties. Those arrowheads don't belong to you.
I guess a couple of people actually did die looking for it though, going out in the fucking mountain range and falling off a cliff or something. But he did it so that people would get out more, explore more, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Probably took them along an intended journey.
Yeah, for sure.
Some specific sites.
Yeah, like that was the poem. It was like using certain landmarks. Like I remember one of the lines was like the House of Brown. You know what I mean? But you're in the middle of the woods, so. I don't know how we got on the hidden Oak Island.
Yeah.
I like shit like that though, you know what I mean? Mystery, the Hardy Boy from when I was growing up reading the Hardy Boy books. Adventure. It's been lost.
I definitely wanted to. The first thing I wanted to be when I grew up was an archaeologist.
Dude, I'd love to. I'd love to just go to fucking Egypt and work in the desert for a couple months.
But now I've turned my eyes upward, and I wouldn't mind going the fucking Jean-Luc Picard route. The final frontier.
Fucking Galactic Federation starship captain.
Exactly. Because there's definitely shit to still be discovered here. There's still truths to be fucking untold, but they will be figured out as long as we don't blow this fucking rock up. But out there, who knows what the fuck can be found?
Yeah. That's true.
They said that they found an asteroid. One of our telescopes discovered a metal asteroid that's worth like 3 times the Earth.
No shit. Is it made out of fucking titanium?
Fucking gold and all sorts of shit, I'm sure.
Wow. Go wrangle that bitch, huh?
Yeah, that's the purpose of Space Force. Hopefully Biden don't fucking hand it all over to Disney and China.
Man, he's probably gonna put that stamp, cancel stamp on basically everything that's happened in the last 4
That's the
years.
shit that fucking kills me too, man. It's like with Bill Gates and his trying to lower the fucking population, and because if we're gonna go to space and we have just infinite fucking space to expand, grow, infinite jobs, it's like, oh man, why don't we need more people unless you're the guy that's trying to sell the fucking robots? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, you'd think that we're gonna be expanding. We're gonna need, a wide-ranging humanity. Why is he trying to fucking take us out?
Did you ever look into the Georgia Guidestones?
It's a fucking joke. I don't like it at all. It's too fishy.
Yeah, it's wild, ain't it?
Not so much. I think it's a bunch of fucking BS though. But I mean, they're definitely going along with that fucking movement.
Yeah, I mean, they're there. It's a real thing. Last I read,
I think
about
did they disappear?
No, those monoliths disappeared.
I thought the Guidestones fucking disappeared too.
I think they might have moved them because too many people were fucking around with them. I'm not sure, but last I read about it was that they found some some alignments, some holes that were drilled in the rocks in certain places that align with certain like celestial alignments. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those things aren't fucking old or ancient.
No,
Those things were those things were produced fucking recently and put there to fucking put some fucking agenda fucking forth. The depopulation fucking agenda, which is just so fucking retarded to me. There it is. There's the R word. I don't give a fuck. Because you got a bunch of fucking billionaires who are supposedly the college educated science people that are so much smarter than everybody else. But you're going to tell me these fucks don't travel? They don't get outside the lab and see how much of the fucking world is just wide open space? On top of the fact that we can grow vertically, or that we can build vertically. That we're not going to run out of room on this fucking planet for at least a couple fucking thousand fucking years, 10,000 years.
Yeah.
And then you got the final fucking frontier. Like I don't buy this shit for a second. It's just profits. It's all just fucking profits. The more people, the less money that they're going to fucking have, the less space that they're going to have for their fucking golf clubs. You know, they got to have room to keep us out somewhere.
Yeah. Or they could only handle controlling a certain amount of us.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that has a lot more to fucking do with it than anything about resources. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
I've never been a proponent of the resources running out. You know what I mean? It's like all it's going to take is one new fucking scientific discovery and boom, brand new untapped resource. You know what I mean?
I mean, all our food is fucking cloned now anyway. So what's going on? Is there a shortage of fucking shortage of needles and shit now because of COVID?
No, but I'm sure it created a whole new fucking garbage landmass in the oceans.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the masks. Absolutely.
Masks. Yeah. The masks are such a joke. I'm so sick of the masks. When people are dumb, I'm just being forced to breathe in my own fucking exhaled gases for the rest of my life.
Slowly gonna carbon dioxide poison yourself.
Yeah. Not to mention that the fucking virus is 1 micron big and the holes in the surgical masks are only fucking stop up to 3 microns big.
That's why Biden was always wearing 2 fucking masks, but he wouldn't tell you fucking what he would say. Oh, it's because he doesn't like the way this one feels on his ears.
Well, the M95 mask, the actual M95 mask, is rated for 1 micron, which is the size of the virus. So
Yeah, but
I mean,
until you start breathing through it through a long period of time,
but none of
and then
that
the
shit
shit gets
matters
wet.
because your fucking eyeballs. If the virus can get in your nose, it can get in your eyeballs. It's a virus. It's a wide open fucking orifice.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So it
definitely your ears.
does anything.
Because like if it's wintertime, I keep my fucking nose, my face, and my ears covered anyway. Definitely the ears would be just as susceptible, you would think.
Yeah, and any orifice, your ears, your
Yeah.
nose, your
Yeah,
fucking mouth,
for
your
sure.
but especially your eyeballs.
For
So
sure.
if you're wearing a mask, it's great. You know what I mean? You won't breathe it in. But if it's a
So
fucking
you're
floating around,
saying, yeah, what you're saying is that we do need the Buzz Lightyear fucking contraptions.
oh,
then.
that's exactly where it's going, dude. They're gonna fucking do these fish bowls.
But I mean, that's better than giving me a fucking vaccine. I'll wear the fucking Buzz Lightyear.
I ain't doing a goddamn thing. I ain't wearing no Buzz Lightyear.
Fuck. I'll wear the
I'll get-
Buzz Lightyear for fucking 5 years, and I'm gonna say, hey Elon, beam me up.
I'm used to it already.
I'm going to fucking Mars, baby. I'll go die on Mars. Fuck this place. We're done here.
Fuck that, dude. I'm not doing a goddamn thing. I'll get the Shanghai shivers and
They're
fucking
gonna-
ride it out for 3 days.
They're gonna find the monument that I built of myself on Mars 100,000 years from now. They must have worshipped him here.
Yeah, yeah. That's what those Egyptian fucking knickknacks were. Yeah, dude. So I mean, the mask, it's all just system of control. They're trying to fucking make people feel like they're safe. They can be safe. And it's like the people that are yelling at other people for wearing masks, it's like the mask doesn't stop you're wearing a mask, right? You know what I mean? Who the fuck are you to tell me what I should do? If you feel like you need to be safe, then you wear a fucking mask.
Yep.
This is still America, man. It's the people are just giving it away.
This is a mask optional store.
Yeah.
Segregate the stores.
And then God forbid some fucking Republican politician catches COVID and they're like, you never wore a mask. Well, do you not remember that masks don't protect you from getting it? They just help you to not spread it. Like that was the original idea. That's what Fauci said. I thought everything Fauci says is fucking golden. You know what I mean? It's like just fucking it's crazy. It's just contradiction after contradiction after contradiction. And the most recent contradiction is the one that you're supposed to believe wholeheartedly.
See, as long as we keep contradicting ourselves, we're never actually wrong because the truth is always evolving. We make it up every day.
It's fucking nuts. That's exactly what it is. They're like, oh yeah, I heard today that we could sing again. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. It's simple math to me. 1 micron. That's how small the fucking virus is. So unless you're wearing a fishbowl, you're never going to be completely safe. So nobody's ever going to be completely safe. So stop being a fucking pussy. You know what I mean? How many the flu? People died to the flu. The flu kills way more children than COVID ever has.
Let's
So
encourage some fucking hand washing. Let's put some fucking hand sanitizer stations out in the streets by all the fucking trash cans.
But just think of even like 1918, the Spanish flu. They didn't do any of this back then. None of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just kept going.
Yeah, just picked up the bodies.
Exactly. And now we have technology. We don't have to live that way anymore. But we don't have to do this. They're just stopping life. You know what I mean? They're stifling the forward
It's a good
progress.
word. That's a good word. It's a stumbling block. It's a Satan.
And they're breaking down the bonds between people. You know what I mean? Stay in your house. Don't talk to anybody. You can't see grandma.
No, when you do go out of your house, cover up your face so you can't see each other smile. No facial expressions. That's humanity. That's what it is to be human.
Yep. Like I said, like I was saying yesterday, man, if you actually ask grandma, like that older generation, I could damn near guarantee they would walk off a cliff to ensure the next generation. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
So ask them sometime. Get their perspective. I'd love to get their perspective, you know. An older person, just jump in the stream. Tell us what you think. Because we don't like this shit. That's it. Acapulco. That's the plan, Red. We're gonna go recolonize Acapulco, someplace that's already been stripped of its resources, that we could build up instead of somewhere that they can tear down. I think that's the way to be immune from what's coming.
Oh, we're getting more of the hopeful shit on Twitter. Trump talking about firing everyone right now. Ray, Gina, etc., and wants to declassify everything.
That's what I've been waiting for. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
It's a little bit late.
Hey, if it happens,
Declassified J, but still. So how you've been sitting on this, and you decided that you were just going to hold on to it until you could use it till it benefited you most. Go fuck yourself.
I'm going full screen. Trump hasn't put anything up lately.
Yeah, I know. I was looking. Fucking Poso just fucking tweeted that. I looked at fucking Trump shit. He hasn't tweeted anything.
The last thing he said was the surrender caucus within the Republican Party will go down in infamy as weak and ineffective. That pretty much sums up the Republican Party. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, they hate him. You know what I mean? Nobody really is against the Republican Party at this point. They don't like Trump and they don't like Mitch. But the Republicans aren't fighting for anything. They're not doing anything. They're defense all day. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about a couple weeks ago. Everybody's demanding health care for all, saying it's a human right. But in the Constitution, it doesn't say anything about healthcare being a human right. What it does say is that your right to bear arms.
There was no health care in those times. I mean, they had fucking foresight, but at the same time, I mean,
a lot of the founding fathers were doctors themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Profited off of fucking medicine.
Right, but it doesn't say anything about medicine or healthcare at all in the actual document.
Yeah. It's interesting because they thought of everything else.
Right, exactly. What it does say in the Constitution is that a human right is to bear arms. So how come the Republicans aren't demanding that the government gives people guns? You know what I'm saying?
Provide the arms and the training that they say that you need to fucking possess it, use it.
Tell me that wouldn't be a hell of a compromise. If you give healthcare to all, if healthcare is a human right, we'll give you that. But the government is they have to provide a fucking firearm to every adult man and woman. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Any adult citizen. But it's a hypothetical, obviously, and it just goes to show my point that the Republicans aren't doing anything. They're not fighting for anything. They're not trying to get anything of theirs across. But the Democrats are fighting fucking tooth and nail.
Sure, profiting.
Abortion, fucking expanding the courts, adding Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. as states.
There's no progress, but there be profits, matey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. The Republicans have definitely been continuing to get rich. Let's see, Poso. What did he say? Am I still at full screen here?
Yeah.
All right. So the top federal prosecutor in Atlanta is leaving his position.
I got one from 5 minutes ago.
Trump is talking about firing everyone right now. Ray, Gina Haspel, etc., and wants to declassify everything. UFOs, JFK, all of it. That's what I'm talking about, though.
We'll see it.
Ray should have been fired a long time ago, head of the FBI, the fucking MIA FBI. Gina Haspel is the CIA director, who she was the station chief in the UK when all this shit was going down in the UK with fucking Christopher Steele and the whole fucking PP dossier. So these two people should have been gone. JFK, I'd love to see the full file on JFK. That was supposed to come out when he got elected the first time, like right at the beginning of his fucking
Yep.
year.
And that's the same reason why it won't be coming out this time.
Yeah. I don't know if that actually happens, if he actually does fire everybody and declasses everybody, that's to me, that would be the equivalent of a concession. You know what I mean? And be like, all right, I guess I lost. So I'm just gonna pull the curtains up. That attorney for North Georgia, he probably retired because there's going to be some court cases hitting the books, according to that phone call that happened yesterday. He was like, I don't want any part of that court case.
It's ugly.
Poso said, have they scheduled the pipe burst for tomorrow night yet in Atlanta? Boom. Kelly Loeffler announces she will object to Electoral College on the 6th. That's if she wins tomorrow, apparently. But she's been ducking that question all week. She's been staying as far away from showing her allegiance to Trump as much as she could all week long.
It's crazy.
Yeah, how you like that? The only time Congress ever overrode Trump was to keep our troops in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
What
Yes,
happened
sir.
to the no war left? Where did that go?
They need those batteries. They need minerals to build electric batteries. They're not going to let anybody dig over here for it. So, got to dig somewhere.
Many of Linwood posted again since the last time. What did it say? Someone seeks to... Hold on, let's go back here. Linwood he's fucking out there, boy. He's putting himself out on that ledge. He has successfully walked the plank. If real Donald Trump orders military to seize documents, Chief Justice Roberts, Rod Rosenstein, Nancy Pelosi, and many others will be immediately arrested. Documents must be seized before they are destroyed. Time is now of the essence if this part of the Kraken is to be successful. Man, we missed during this stream. Apparently, we missed
a fucking Kraken reference, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What is this? United States versus White. I believe this is that John Here to Help guy. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter. He was way out ahead on a lot of this virus stuff. I am not the Kraken. Sidney Powell is not the Kraken. The Kraken is located in several places. Use all available methods to urge Donald Trump to immediately order release of documents filed under seal as national security in cases below. I'll have to look into this United States for Ryan Dark White. I know. It's super dark out here now. Was it 5 o'clock? 5:40?
Darkness is upon us.
Daylight saving time is a bitch.
Yeah, man, I really wish they fucking would have voted to fucking abolish that shit, man.
Right? George Bush thinking he could change fucking time. If real Donald Trump orders military to seize documents. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into this. I think this case is that John Here to Help on Twitter. I think that's his case. Not sure though. You can release the Kraken. I remain imperfect. They will not be successful. If someone seeks to destroy documents sealed as national security, they will not be successful. They will simply prove
It says they will now be successful.
I know, but that's what he says on this is he remains imperfect.
Oh, they will not. Okay.
They will simply prove their complicity in heinous crimes. There is a dead man switch. They cannot destroy truth. Many have previously seen this bath video. Have you seen the Isaac Cappy bath video?
But so why hasn't any of this fucking Kraken shit been brought out in fucking court? Who is he going to be fucking bringing this shit out to now?
Yeah,
the
courts won't even hear the actual evidence. They keep getting rid of the cases based on standing.
So even if you do unleash Cthulhu, nobody's gonna fucking look at it or hear it anyway. It's gonna be a fucking court of public opinion. You know, they've won.
Yeah, they've won. This United States versus White is this guy John Here to Help. He's got a crazy story. If you got time, I think he did a couple of interviews. I mean, I'm not vouching for it. I don't know if it's true or not, but his story is definitely wild. It includes like Rod Rosenstein and Seth Rich and the Democrat National Party murdering people. He says the Kraken has many arms. You can't stop all of them.
Well, we have not seen one arm, not one limb.
Yeah, they keep alluding to a limb coming into view soon, but haven't seen it.
Yep. You want to call it fucking Hydra, Cthulhu. We ain't seen a tentacle, a suction cup, nothing.
Yeah, so it is this guy John Here to Help. Ryan Dark White is his name, and I've been following this guy for a while. That's interesting. Dark to Light, that's a Q reference. That's one of the things that Q posted all the time, Dark to Light. Let me see. He said, what's this? He's just retweeting. Where's that? Right here. Mr. Wood is helping to get my information out. Mr. Wood's middle name is Lucius. Actually, I think Lynn Wood, his first name is Lucian, and his middle name is Lincoln. That's why he goes by Lynn Wood. But either way, Lucius means light, dark to light, and this guy's middle name is Dark. So John Here to Help's Dark giving information to Lynn Wood, which means light.
You know, Lynn Wood isn't on the fucking Supreme Court or a military court.
Military court. There's a interesting idea. What would they need to trigger a military tribunal?
They wouldn't do it. He obviously doesn't have control of the fucking military. Otherwise, the troops would have been pulled out of fucking Afghanistan. They're all against him. They like the people in like he doesn't have control of shit. Even if he were to put the order in, I think everybody would they'd lock his ass up.
Adam's been slipping. He hasn't come out with much of anything lately. Adam Housley. I don't know, man. I don't know if they have proof that a Supreme Court justice is.
I mean, why else would you be fucking sending out disinformation about UFOs and JFK when everybody wants to know about this fucking election? Now it's okay, fuck the election. Look at all this other shit. It's the fucking the Alex Jones fucking syndrome. Look over here.
Yeah, misdirection.
Look at all of this.
The whole reference to the Kraken spun me. I don't know where the fuck that came from. All right. Well, I think Linwood threw us down the rabbit hole for enough for today. I think it's going to be an info heavy next couple of days. So Wednesday, I'm sure we'll have plenty to fucking talk about. The 20th can't come soon enough. Then we can start talking about normal shit.
Yeah, too bad football will be over.
Yeah. Too bad the Bulls suck.
Yeah. Well, baseball's around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know, man. Sports
Schwarber might be on my side of the town.
Yeah, I heard that. That'd be a huge pickup. I figured he'd be an American League, a DH somewhere.
Yep.
Eventually.
So it's gonna happen. Hopefully he's not Adam Dunn.
Yeah. Adam Dunn was a monster. I don't know. I think they just got him too late. I wanted to have Adam Dunn on the Cubs.
I wish you guys did.
Oh man. He did. He hit some dingers for you guys.
No, he struck out fucking 4 out of 5 times.
I don't know. Who's your coach nowadays? Is it still Tony La Russa, right?
Didn't he get Tony La Russa? Yes, sir.
Yeah,
he's got fucking Albert Pujols Jr. and Jose Abreu.
I've been I haven't even been interested in sports ever since all this shit's going down. But seems like the world's falling down. You know what I mean? I don't need that misdirection right now.
Oh fuck! I've been working. I've been needing to get use it to get my fucking head off of the fucking, basically the exact opposite, needing the distraction.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I watch wrestling, the AEW. That's basically all I've been watching. All I've been interested in. From the Bears, obviously I watch the Bears, but it's not entertaining, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just something that I
It
have to
makes me
do.
feel good watching.
Yeah, it's just another ass whooping to roll on with all the other losses that seem to be taken as a city, country, people.
Ain't that the truth? All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I appreciate everybody that came through. We'll be back in a couple of days, and we'll do it all over again.
Adios. We gone.